Hi, I'm the Celtic Cricket, and blessed Samhain to you. Today we're going to talk about Samhain rituals and some things that I incorporate on my Samhain rituals. Of course, the night of Samhain is a nice night for spirit communication and to honor the dead, and I'll be having a ritual at my shop later tonight. But for today, I wanted to show you what I do for Samhain. Definitely get out to the cemetery if there's loved ones buried somewhere. Spend some time. You can sit, meditate, leave them an offering, and spend some time with those that have passed. This is one of my favorite cemeteries that I come to quite often, and I'm out here every October, and I leave offerings every time I come. Being that Samhain is in the air and the leaves are changed and the cool nights are here, it's a nice time to reflect on the past and stare into the present. So Samhain is also a good time for divination, to see what the future holds. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I want to show you what I do in this particular cemetery. As I put my staff down, I'm going to talk about honoring the dead and leaving offerings for those. I'll be right back. One of the main things I like to do when I come to the cemetery is spend some time with my loved ones, and you can do something very, very simple. If you have access to go to the cemetery at nightfall, you could simply light a candle and approach the headstone of the loved one you wish to speak to. And I often will approach the stone and I will think about the loved one that has passed, and I'll ask them to come to me in a meditation, or if they have anything they want to share, or I may just remember and recall a very good story when I was with them. I might put the candle down on the ground and sit for a little while. Another thing I like to do is the season of apples. And a good thing to do is if you're going to the cemetery to see Aunt Blanche or Uncle Eddie, it's a good idea to leave an offering. The apple has a lot of folklore and its association with Samhain. It is the food of immortality and it nourishes the souls. So you can leave an offering unto an apple for your loved one. You put it right on the headstone if you want, or on the ground. It's a token to say that you came and paid your respect to them, and perhaps it will give them some encouragement as well. Of course, the wild animals will also enjoy eating it too. But just get out, have a picnic, bring the family to the cemetery. Don't be afraid of the dead. It's the time of year to make contact with them. It's the time of the year to pay respect to them. We can learn a lot from those that have passed. I'd like to change gears for just a minute. Speaking of apples, I wanted to give you a little bit of apple lore. These are fun spells that anyone can do. If you have access to an apple and you find yourself alone on Samhain night, peel your apple and try to get as long of a peel as you can get without breaking it. I never seem to be able to do the entire apple, but we're doing okay today. And that's all I've got. What you can do with the peel is you could think of something that you need clarification on, something you should focus on, or ask a specific question. When you've formed that question, you're going to take the peel and throw it over your shoulder. When you gaze at the peel, you want to see, what does it look like? Is it a letter? Is it a number? Is it the shape of something? And you need to interpret that as your answer. What I have is I have a leader, I have a curve, and then I have a lot here that's kind of just straight and narrow. So it is telling me the answer to my question would be yes, but the bend is telling me it's going to take a turn. So in other words, you may be heading on one particular path, and you may be diverted to go to another one. It's a slight change, but I view that as a favorable omen. Another thing you can do on Halloween, Samhain, which is always fun, and my parents do this, you take an apple, you cut it in half. You put in your regrets, your sickness, your feeling of emptiness, whatever's been plaguing you for the last year. And when you feel that you've put it into the apple, you put the apple back as if becoming whole. And you bury this into the earth. And as you bury that into the earth, with the upcoming winter months, it's going to decay. And slowly this issue will be rid of you. Another fun thing to do on Samhain night is, at the stroke of midnight, eat an apple. And the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, if you eat an apple midnight on Samhain, it is to ensure good health for the new year. And of course, you all know if you cut an apple on the side, you will get the lovely pentagram. Beautiful. Of course, you can also bob for apples. You know, if you get one in the mouth on the first try, it's a sign of good luck, that you're laughing at death in the face and you'll have a prosperous new year. And of course, caramel and candy-coated apples are just really fun. Of course, apple pie is not too shabby either. Well, anyways, these are some fun things that you can do with apples. Use them for divination. Take an apple, visit a loved one, light a candle, spend some time honoring the memory of those that went before. And this is the Celtic Cricket reminding you to have a very blessed Samhain, and I hope you have a wonderful Celtic New Year. Thanks for watching. See you on YouTube. Bye.